This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Barakah Yahweh, Barakah Yahweh Shai, Barakah Yahweh, Barakah Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, what you see in front of your screen, all right, is an indicator of the times that we're living in, where the Lord is going to put the Spirit on these nations. For example, China, which are the Moabites, to launch nuclear missiles, mainly on Babylon the Great. And when you read headlines like this, all right, it just confirms the words of the Lord. And remember, these are his nuclear missiles, all right? Isaiah 54, verse 16, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. Right? Because really, why are these nations building nuclear weapons? Well, because America, all right, which is ruled by these Edomites, have been building nuclear weapons. In fact, all right, dropped 2 atomic bombs, okay, on a foreign country. But once again, this is of the Lord. The Lord had put the Spirit on these kings, okay, these rulers, these scientists, these politicians, these military personnel, to get their minds ready for World War III. Verse 17. No weapons that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. Right? This is why we believe on the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All we have to do is do what he says. Push the word out, be in season, out of season. Okay? Follow the laws, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability. All right, the ones that you can keep, like, for example, today's the Sabbath. All right? Today's the Sabbath. What should you be doing today? Okay? So as long as we do what the Lord commanded us to do, he'll, all right, deliver us from the coming destruction, nuclear fire. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. Right? Because the Lord's delivering the righteous. Okay? And that's the elect of the nation Israel, which consists of, all right, those that repented, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. They're going to move according to righteousness, preach the gospel, proclaim their heritage, proclaim the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Let's go back. By the way, this article is from defense1.com. Defense1 News is a military news agency. So this is straight from the military's mouthpiece. The United States, that is. It did circle the globe. U.S. confirms China's orbital hypersonic tests. Those are powerful headlines. Once again, let's read it. 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, verse 16. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Hey, the scripture says, all right, the words of the Lord, okay, the prophecies, the words of the Lord are faithful and true. Okay? That's, hey, you know what? Let me not jack it up. Let me not roughly paraphrase. Let me go right to the source. Second Esdras chapter 15 verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. Where do you get the words of prophecy? In the Bible. That talks about a future event to happen. And one of those future events to happen is nuclear war. Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. 2. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Right. Nuclear war is going to happen. That's what the Bible says. All right? That's what 2nd Esdras chapter 16 verse 13 is talking about. The Lord's arrows, the Lord's nuclear weapons. All right, that he put, all right, these scientists, that he put these scientists, he put the minds, okay, of the nuclear, how to build a nuclear weapon in their mind, all right, for the day of judgment. A hypersonic missile that China launched into space this summer did circle the globe. We read that. The July 27 launch, first reported by the Financial Times, took place as top U.S. military leaders were focused on the rapid fall of Afghanistan and then the 17-day sprint to evacuate more than 124,000 people from Hamid Karzai International Airport. Right. So this all happened while America, okay, was getting their ass spanked by the Taliban. If you can't beat the Taliban, what makes you think you're going to beat Russia and China? It's just common sense. All right? That's the reason why your military is moving in this manner. Their mind. Ready to fight tonight? Not so much. Some Army troops say the U.S. military might not be as ready for a war with China or Russia as it lets on, right? Meaning the propaganda is BS. The propaganda is really for the dumb sheeple Americans who don't know nothing. But the military personnel, they know. And they know they're not ready. And by the way, this survey was conducted last year. Before that whole shit show in Afghanistan. Before what General Mark Milley said was a righteous strike to kill civilians and 7 children. So you can only imagine now the mindset of the military personnel. That's the reason why they're bucking up against their government to take this procedure. That's the reason why suicide's on the rise. You're not ready to win World War III. In fact, this is the Lord breaking your minds down. Let's get it. Proverbs 15 and 13, a merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance, but by sorrow of the heart the spirit is broken right. The Lord is plaguing the minds of your military personnel, and they know they're not ready for nuclear war. And they are frustrated with their own country, with their own government. Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 27. Set ye up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations, prepare the nations against her, call together against her the kingdoms of Arat, Minion, Ashkenaz, appoint a captain against her, cause the horses to come up as a rough caterpillars. 28. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes. Right, the modern day Medes are the Russians. Okay? And one of those nations that are working with the Russians are the Chinese. The captains thereof and all the rulers thereof and all the land of his dominion. Right. 29. And the land shall tremble in sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. This is obviously talking about America. This is not talking about the Roman Catholic Church. Okay? All these nations are not getting ready to launch intercontinental ballistic missiles on the Roman Catholic Church. That doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense. First of all, the Roman Catholic Church doesn't have, okay, a U.S. A military. Okay? As it says in 30, the mighty men of Babylon have were born to fight. Right. All they have is their secret society clowns known as the Jesuits, who they have to infiltrate, okay, organizations, and the most they could do is poison. All right, or push out disinformation. But when it comes to an actual warfare, the Roman Catholic Church doesn't have a mighty army. They have remained in their holds. They might have failed. Why has it might have failed? Well, look at this. They see this. They see the shit show in Afghanistan. What happened in Afghanistan, excuse me. All right? They see that they're not ready for the Russians and Chinese, and they have their own government trying to force a procedure on them that they don't want to take. So all they're doing is becoming more like women, and they can't handle, okay, stress, so they're just blowing their heads off. This makes sense. All right, make it make sense. They become as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. Right? 31. One post shall run to meet another, one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon that his city is taken at one end. 32. And that the passes are stopped, and the reeds they have burned with fire, and the men of war are frightened, right? And they are scared. The military, U.S. military, is scared to go to war with Russia and China. They're truly terrified. 33. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, the daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. It is time to thresh her, yet a little while, and the time for harvest shall come. Right, and this is the time. All right, that's why Zechariah saw this. Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. All right, all you Edomites that came up against us. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Right, Sarah Connor style. All right, let's look at Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Okay, let's go to images. We'll just type in Sarah Connor. Sarah Connor, right? Okay, where's her burning the nuke? There it is. There it is, right there. Look at that. There we go. That's it. Okay. That's it. That's exactly what Jeremiah saw. Okay, what Zechariah saw. Okay? And what John the Revelator saw. Revelation 14 and 6. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people. And that's what we've been doing. Okay, preaching this gospel to the world, telling them that judgment day is coming. Okay? This world that you, okay, put your heart and mind into is about to change drastically. 7, saying with a loud voice, fear the Most High, and give glory to him, for the hour of judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of waters. 8, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, okay, which is America, not the Roman Catholic Church, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Right, and that's another indicator that this is not talking about the Roman Catholic Church. America, all right, pushes out a wine of philosophy that all the world has taken on. All right? And it's not plantation Christianity. It's their technology. It's this AI stuff. It's LGBTQT lifestyle. That's why when you go into the word fornication, is porno. Okay? This is what America pushes out. Illicit sexual intercourse. All this. That's what America pushes out. Okay? Everybody's following the ways of America, not the Roman Catholic Church. Like, come on, man. Make it make sense. 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, right, who's the beast? NATO, and America's part of NATO, and his image, what's the image? The ancient Roman Empire, and are not the laws written, okay? The laws in America, don't they go back to the ancient Roman Empire? Just look at, okay, the capital. All right. Look at DC. And receive his mark on his forehead or on his hand. Right. We're coming to that time, the MOTB. 10. The same shall drink of the wine and wrath of God, which is poured without mixture, into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, the presence of the holy angels, and the presence of the Lamb. Right. Nuclear destruction. Sarah Connor style. Okay. These nuclear weapons that can circle the globe. Yeah. From one end of the earth to the other end of the earth, okay? And people going out just like this. This is what John the Revelator saw. 11. And the smoke and their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Right, meaning you're going to be tormented in that fire. 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Yahushua. So you're supposed to be keeping the commandments. Okay? I want to look at the definition of commandments. Entole. And or in order, command, charge, precept, injunction, that which is prescribed to one by reason in his office, a commandment. A prescribed rule in accordance that which a thing is done, a precept relating to lineage of the Mosaic precept concerning the priesthood, ethically use of the commandments in the Mosaic law or Hebrew tradition. So this is talking about the commandments in the Bible, okay? The law, statutes, and commandments that were given to the children of Israel, all right? Make it make sense. So this is what we're coming to. Let's read this one more time. 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and he shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. So the Lord put the Spirit on these nations, put the Spirit on their mind to create these weapons, to use them, all right, to bring forth judgment. And mainly, most of these nuclear weapons are hitting where? 200 million warheads are hitting where? Babylon the Great, which is America. Kahal Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. And with that, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring. Keep the faith. We're almost out here. Let's keep going. Let's keep fighting. Keep pushing. To the few sisters are watching, keep studying. Keep praying. Shalom and abad. Shalom.